You lost all your money leverage trading. Is that what happened? There's two kinds of people who leverage trade. There are broke people who can't buy spot because they don't have enough money. Buying $5,000 worth of Bitcoin is not going to change your life, so they have to leverage trade their $5,000. I get it. It's hard at the bottom. It's easy for me to say don't leverage trade. I fuck around with leverage because it's funny, but it's easy for me to say I don't need to leverage trade because I have thousands of Bitcoin spot, and one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin, so it doesn't matter to me if the price goes up and down, these big dips. It's all hilarious to me. I don't give a fuck. The other type are the rich people who have huge portfolios, but they have no actual income. They have this big pot of money, and they're trying to turn their money into more money so they can live off the money without spending their actual money. And those are the people who got blown up yesterday. And for all of you, I have a message. Listen, guys, you need an income. You need a real thing. You need a business. You can't just keep playing this financialized capitalism bullshit game where numbers on a screen move around and you make money from money and all the money just appears in your bank and you don't do anything and you think you're a fucking genius and you sit there on the computer high on Adderall and just drinking loads of caffeine and saying, oh, I'm really smart actually, I studied the market. Build something. You haven't built a house anyone lives in. You haven't built a fucking factory that makes anything. You've done nothing but click around on a fucking screen. This is the height of financialized capitalism. This is the end of the world. You have $20 million. You should have built a housing estate or a factory or something, but you've done nothing. You've clicked around on fucking Hyperliquid and lost it all like a dipshit. And if you didn't lose it all, if you did manage to make money, you managed to make money without actually building anything for society. You haven't done anything that's real. None of this is real. This is all just numbers on a screen. This is all just garbage.
It was all just garbage. Hello guys, and we're back at it again with another video. Crypto Luminari here, and it seems that the crypto markets have folks devastated. I think first and foremost, one of the things that I did want to point out in this video was two individuals took their lives after the recent collapse in the price of Bitcoin and the overall greater standpoint of the market. And it is very sad. It's always sad to hear that somebody takes their lives, especially in regards to financial trading and overall the crypto market. Again, I think a lot of folks are in this game to make generational wealth, and those may have already built a substantial portfolio, and those have yet to. But still, it's never a good thing when folks completely lose all of their wealth. But I do think there is some proof in what Andrew Tate is saying in terms of, you know, being able to provide and not just have numbers appear on the screen and you're making money. But again, a lot of folks are in this to win this. Here in Crypto Luminari, we did in fact highlight that we had suspected there was going to be a drastic market crash in one of our short videos. And that definitely panned out. I did not believe that it would be the worst market crash in crypto history. And although that is significantly due to the fact that the overall crypto markets have never been this valued. So therefore, when there is let's say like a 5% drop, it wipes out a significant portion of money in the market. Roughly about $19+ billion were liquidated. Over 500 billion vanished from the worth of the market. And as sad as it is to say this and report it, a better question arises. And that question is, what next? Do we just give up? Do we crawl back in our hole? Do we give up on the idea of making money? And I'm not one to sell the dream of financial freedom or to, sell you hopium and have you thinking that you will become a millionaire overnight. But I do believe in becoming a better trader and taking this opportunity to become a better trader. With that being said, I always stress to take a look at the liquidity charts and the liquidity heat map. I think in this wild west of crypto, those have been, especially in this bull market, filled with plethora moments of market manipulation time and time and time again The liquidity map shows what's going to happen. You have to understand that market makers want to take your money. They want to liquidate you. They wouldn't be providing these services for you to be doing leverage trading for the free ski. Like, let's be for real right now. They want your money. If I was running a crypto exchange, I would want your money. Again, I provide a service to you, and that service should make me profitable. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the liquidation map for BTC. As it stands now, it's looking like the charts are poised for a good increase in price. Likewise, in my short video, I had mentioned that they will not knock off the liquidity on the longer side. They're going to use that as a means to draw the price back up. It will always act as a magnet. That's reading the liquidity charts 101. They don't like to knock out everything because they use it to attract the prices. Again, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a look also over at Ethereum, and the prices are looking like they're poised to go lower. My overall projections is that I think that we're going to be bleeding for the next 2 weeks, especially with the news of Donald Trump and the situation occurring in China, the developing tariff news. I don't think that this is going to be something we need to worry about going into December, but I do think in the remaining months of the remaining days in October, leading into the month of November, we should be extremely cautious traders. And if we're not cautious traders, we're not doing ourselves justice. You have to understand, not creating a plan to succeed is having a plan in place to fail. Time and time again, I've stated that this market is the most manipulated crypto market I have ever seen. Now, what that means is that it doesn't mean we're not going to make money. On the contrary, it actually means we're poised to make a lot of money. You got to understand, it's not about beating the market makers. It's about reading the manipulation. If you can read the manipulation, then you can act, you can prepare, you can make a plan. And the idea here is to work on crafting a plan. Remember, not having a plan to succeed is planning to fail. With that being said, this is Crypto Luminari here. And if you want to trade just like me, go ahead and sign up using this referral code to KSEX Exchange. And I think this is a beautiful moment to end the video with a little bit more Andrew Tate. I know it might be a little crazy, but I do think that he hits it on the mark in terms of value. If you're not able to make value in cryptocurrency, have the karmic energy to bring value somewhere else. And I say that because it saddens me that some folks took their lives due to losing it all. You know, I personally have lost a lot of money in crypto, but I refuse to take my story to bring down your future story. Where I fail, you will succeed. Crypto Luminari here.
Is never going to make you rich. It defies one of the very important laws of money. People study money and they study the Federal Reserve and they understand that all the money's made up and the interest rates and inflation's out of control and money printer goes burr and Satoshi Nakamoto and the blockchain and the ledger and there's only 21 million and they study crypto and they study all these things, but they do not study a law of money, which I can promise you is absolutely true because I've lived it. Money has karmic forces applied to it. There is karma when money is involved. Perhaps because money literally moves the world. If you believe in any form of fate, if you believe in any form of karma in the universe, if you believe in God, then you must believe that these forces are attached to money. I promise you, if you make easy money, or you make fast money, or you make bad money, you regret it. I'm talking from personal experience. I grew up in Luton on a council estate. I was a drug dealer. I had a webcam company. I've done all these things. Every single time I made bad money, I regretted it. You end up paying the price. Not just jail, not just dying. You might break your ankle. You'd be surprised how karma ties into money. But if you make money helping people, you don't regret it. I am rich now because I help people. I'm the largest online masculine self-help person that exists on the planet. I have a school that helps people make money online, university.com. I help the world, and that's how I have become and stay rich.